Hello
Hello
everyone. My name is Natalia and
I'm Aini Yulfifah.
we will presentation about the similarities and the differences between USA, Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, and Singapore. Let's start. The first is USA. The capital of USA is Washington and the government of USA is Constitution-based Federal Republic and the national anthem is the Star Spangled Banner.
The next is Australia. Capital of Australia, Canberra. Government, democratic federal state system recognizes the British monarch as sovereign, and national anthem, Advance Australia Fair.
The next is New Zealand. The capital of New Zealand is Wellington. The government is parliamentary system, constitutional monarchy, and the national anthem is Good Defend New Zealand and Good Save the Queen.
Why New Zealand have two national anthems? Because New Zealand is part of Commonwealth from English.
And the Good Save the Queen is the same
National anthem from English.
English.
Philippines. The capital Philippines, Manila. Government Republic. National anthem, Lupang Hinirang, Chosen Land.
Next, the last one is Singapore. The capital of Singapore is Singapore and the government is unitary parliamentary republic and the national anthem is Majulah Singapore.
Language. The first, USA. USA has no mother language because many immigrants come to American, and usually American use American English for communication. Australian mother language is Australian English, and New Zealand is English, and Philippine mother language Tagalog and Cebuano, and the last Singapore. Singapore have four languages: English, China, Malay, and Tamil. But Singaporeans usually use Singlish.
Greetings. In USA, greetings are usually informal, with first names often used in initial introduction. A handshake is the most common greeting when meeting someone for the first time or professional settings. And in Australia, the most common verbal greeting is a simple. We can say hey, hello, or hi. And some people may use Australian slang and say g'day or g'day mate. However, this is less common in cities. Many Australia greet by saying, hey, how are you? The next is New Zealand. In general, the hongi greeting, a tradition of the Maori people, the indigenous people of New Zealand, is the Maori people way of welcoming guests by touching nose. It means sharing the breath of life or kia ora. Kia ora there are hello, goodbye, thank you. Kia ora is used as an informal greeting in New Zealand and use kia ora to wish someone well as a greeting or farewell, to say thank you, to offer support, or to say a friendly cheers. And in the Philippines, the culture of greeting in the Philippines use a beautiful gesture called mano. The trick is to take the hand of an older person and place it on the forehead of the head while bending the body. To greet people in the Philippines, you can say magandang umaga, it means good morning, and magandang hapon, it means good afternoon, or magandang gabi, it means good evening. The last one is Singapore. Singaporean greetings vary between the major ethnic groups. A handshake generally suffices as the appropriate greeting between two people, and you can say ni hao.
Art or tradition. USA, the art culture of the USA extends beyond film and television show. New York is home of to Broadway and Americans have a rich theater history. American folk art is an artistic style and is easily recognizable with quilt and other handcraft items. American music is very diverse with many styles, including rhythm and blues, jazz, gospel, country, and western, bluegrass, rock and roll, and hip hop. Australia, every 2 years in June, hundreds of dancers and thousands of visitors fill the small town Laura on Cape York Peninsula to celebrate the Laura Aboriginal Dance Festival. Aboriginal communities from across the Cape York Peninsula celebrate a variety of cultures such as dance, song, art, and perform. Traditional Australian music was produced by Aboriginal and British colonialism. Australian art is thought to have originated with the cave painting and back painting of the native indigenous Australian tradition are passed down orally through ceremonies and also by telling story of the dream egg. The next, New Zealand. Pohiri is a typical Maori welcome ceremony that involves speech, cultural perform, singing, and a hongi, traditional greeting by sticking the nose and forehead together. Pohiri aims to welcome guests to a merry, communal, or sacred place for religious or and social purpose. Actually, Pohiri is only for special visitor, building inauguration, or funeral, but sometimes it is done for tourists as part of a special event. Philippines. Filipino love music very much. They use a variety of material to create sound and light to represent dance and singing group. Filipino are expert in the country traditional sport called harness, which is a form of martial art. And last, Singapore. This unique tradition is Singapore is quite confusion, especially for those of you who are hearing it for the first time. No, you will find this unique tradition during the Chinese New Year celebration, namely the Lunar New Year. This celebration will make ATM quiz long because those who celebrate China's New Year will transfer money to each other account, but of course this money is not ordinary money because they are the nominal number of the money they transfer describe the lucky number on hockey in the jar.
In conclusion, the similarity between America, Australia, and New Zealand is in terms of language. They speak English, although with a different accent, while the Philippines and Singapore have different language because they use Tagalog and Malay or Singlish. And from the five countries have many similarities in terms of greeting. For example, in handshake and say hello, how are you, or anything. And then in terms of culture, tradition, and art, they have many differences. Each country has its own characteristic.
Okay, I think that's all we can speak in presentation. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.